Well, hello and welcome to another video, guys. Really sorry it's been so long. It's been a couple of months since my last upload, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that later on, why I've not actually made any videos for you guys for a while. But don't worry, I am still here, so thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and stuck around and waited for my next upload. And here we are. This video is going to be all about what bait, specifically what boilie, is best for winter fishing. Last year I did quite well on fish meals in the winter, and a lot of people think that you can't really use a fish meal in the winter because the fish meals don't break down and sort of release attraction into the water because the fats will kind of congeal, and people think that the fish can't digest it. But a lot of fisheries actually still feed fish meal pellets through the winter. And a lot of boilies now use these pre-digested fish meals, which are a lot easier for the fish to deal with and digest in the winter, and the fish are still attracted to fish meals in the winter. So what I'm going to do today, I've got two different boilies with me. I've got like a fish meal marine extract type of bait, and then I've got a nut, milk protein and bird food type of bait, more like a sort of milky sweet tasting bait, which is also a good winter bait. But I'm going to sort of try the two baits against each other. The fishery we're at is just a little local day ticket to me, quite a small lake, quite shallow, so good for winter fishing. Average size of about £15, but there's quite a few 20s in here, and it's a good place to sort of test out two different baits, because you know there's a good chance of a few bites on a day session. It's days only on here. So I've only got about 8 hours to catch a fish, but I'm hoping for a couple of bites, and it'll be interesting to see which bait does well. I'll obviously show you my rigs and the setup and sort of baiting situation as well and everything like that, but the main aim really is to find out which bait, whether it's a fish meal or the sort of milk protein and nut based bait, which one's going to be the best for my sort of winter fishing. And then maybe I'll carry that on through the rest of the winter if I carry on fishing this venue. So that's the sort of idea, guys. I'm in the car park at the moment, so I'm just going to get all my gear out and get around. I've got to dip my nets and everything, and it's looking like it might rain, so I might set my bivvy up first, but then I will chat to you guys once I've got everything sorted, and I'll show you the rigs before they go out in the lake. So nice to see you again, guys. Thanks for sticking around on my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. There's lots of content on my channel if you want to check it out after this video, but for now stay tuned. We're going to get set up, and hopefully it won't be long before we've got a fish to show you. Right then, we are almost ready to cast out. Can't believe how long it's taken me to do everything. I had to sort of set my bivvy up and it started raining. Now the sun's coming out and it's beautiful, but I had to get the bivvy up and everything inside, and then I had to go dip my nets and all that. It got really hot. I've actually taken my my jumper and my coat off. You wouldn't believe it, it's December, but it's actually about 12 degrees today, and yeah, I got almost quite sweaty when I was setting up. So yeah, basically I just wanted to run you through my sort of rigs and bait setup for the day. Really good tactic this time of year, I think, is just to fish little PVA bags. So what I've done is I've made up a little stick mix in a sandwich bag there, and that's basically the prep powder that you get from Pure Bait Concepts. They do two different ones, the amino marine and the amino ester, and I've got one of each, so I'm testing both baits out just to see which the fish seem to prefer, and then I can always switch both rods onto the one that's working. So this is the marine one, like a red fish mealy one. I've got prep powder, pellets in there, some of the marine liquid as well, and then some boilie crumb. And I've just got little sticks that I've made up, and I've left that long fuse on there, that long sort of end, so that I can hook that on the hook and wrap it round, and that just stops the hair tangling, and a nice little attraction of bait just around the rig. And then that's my amino ester one, and that's basically the ester prep powder with the hydro nut haze, which is a really nice sort of nutty heavy liquid that kind of like leaches out onto the lake bed. And then I've got two different sizes of amino ester pellets in there, the sort of 2mm and the 4mm, and some boilie crumb again, and that's all just mixed up in a sandwich bag to make it easy to sort of mix it and keep everything dry on these wet winter days. So my rigs for the session is the noodle rig, which you might have seen if you've watched the video on Leon's site, how to tie the noodle rig. That's this rig here, and then basically I've got a bottom bait tipped with half a pink pop-up in the sort of matching flavours to the bait that I'm using, and these are just going to be cast out either to show in fish or into areas that I've caught from before on this lake. And also I've kind of worked out, you know, with the wind and everything, I've gone in the middle of the lake so I can get either side of the island, because there's an island in this lake, and it's only about an acre, but if I go sort of slap bang where the island is, I can cast both sides of the island, so if the fish are kind of one side or the other, I can kind of find them. So I'm going to be casting these bags around throughout the day, just trying to find the fish, and then when I catch one I can bring both rods into that area, and the two different baits will sort of let me know what the fish want today, and I can sort of swap both rods onto the successful bait. So I'm going to be getting these out in the pond now, and I'm not going to use any loose feed at the moment because we are in the winter. We're just trying to nick a bite really, and if the fish are really having it, I might introduce a little bit of loose feed, but that's a good tip for winter fishing. Just use bags, but really attractive. You know, I've got liquids in there, I've got the pellets which will break down and give off the flavours, and you know, they're low oil pellets, so it's okay to use them in the winter. And the baits themselves are really good winter baits, both of them anyway, so I'm quite happy using either the fish meal or the amino ester, the sort of milk protein bait. Quite happy using either of those baits in the winter, but I just want to see which one's going to be the most effective really. So yeah, I'm going to cast these out. It's two rods only on here, so I've got one rod on the fish meal, one rod on the amino ester, and we're going to see what happens, and hopefully it won't be too long before we've got a fish to show you, and then we're going to chat a little bit more about the swim choice and, you know, spot choices within your swim and things like that, just to help you out with your winter fishing. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a fish to show you before too long. So I'll get cracking, get the rods out, and then perhaps I'll get the kettle on and have a nice coffee. Right guys, absolutely gutted. Kind of caught me by surprise. I was just getting the rods all sorted there and just trying to film it, trying to film the rods going on the rests and all that, and my left hand rod's gone off about a minute after I've cast it out, which proves that I've got my location right. But I'm absolutely gutted, trying to film the fight for you guys, moving the camera about, and I think I let the line go slack and the fish has got off, unfortunately. I'm using the noodle rig, which I've talked about in previous videos, and I've never lost a fish on that before, but I think I was just faffing around too much, let the line go slack, and the fish sort of was getting near my other line, so I kind of pulled a bit hard so I didn't get tangled, and I pulled the hook out. So I'm absolutely gutted, but at least I've had a take already. Didn't take very long, about a minute after being cast out. I imagine the PVA bag had only just melted and the fish has taken it, and it looked like a nice 20-pound mirror as well, so really gutted about that. Hopefully we'll have another chance, but it shows that I've got my location right and the tactics are working. So that was on my left hand rod, which is the amino ester. So far the ester is winning 1-0 on the sort of success rate, although I did lose it. At least I know the fish wanted to eat that bait, so yeah, gutted about that so far, but you know, it's a positive start. So I said at the start of the video, it's been a long time since my last upload. Now the reason for that is, if you follow me on social media, you might know that I've actually made filming and videoing my fishing into a bit of a job now, and I've been working really hard the last couple of months for a few different people. I'm making videos for Pure Bait Concepts now on a regular basis, and Swan Valley up in Yateley, you might have seen my video I did there. I've actually been working for them, making some promotional videos, and I'm managing their social media now, so Instagram and Facebook and their YouTube channel, I'm managing that. So that's kept me very busy. You know, I've done quite a lot of mainland trips from the Isle of Wight up to Yateley, filming little bits around the lake and stuff. So my actual fishing time and time to make my own videos has been quite limited, as I hope you can appreciate. But I am intending to keep it going for you. I really enjoy making my own videos, and I really enjoy you guys kind of your response. It's always really positive and it gives me a buzz, you know, so thanks so much to everyone that's subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked them and shared and commented. You know, you guys are all really appreciated, and I do hope to keep it going for you, because I really enjoy doing it, you know, and it kind of it's got me to where I am now, you know, working in the industry. I'm really buzzing to say that it's become my job, you know, and I'm working for Jag still as well, doing product videos, meeting up with Tom, who's their sort of media manager now. He's doing really well as well. He started about the same time as me a couple of years ago, and now he manages all the media for Jag, and I'm still involved in that, so I'm really happy to be doing that. I've got the bait company, Pure Bait Concepts, which since I've been using it, you know, I've caught really well when I've had time for fishing, so I'm loving that, really enjoying being involved. And actually next weekend we're going off to Sandhurst Lake on a social with Pure Bait Concepts, so that's going to be really good. Be nice to meet the rest of the team and everything. Hopefully I'm going to make a video of that session for you as well. So there is going to be some videos coming on the channel, so bear with it. If you're not subscribed, please do, because it keeps me motivated, and you know, it's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, trying to grow the channel and keep the content coming for you guys. I'm happy to say I'm actually filming this on my new camera, a really nice sort of professional level camera. I finally sort of upgraded after 3 years of using my old sort of entry level camera. I bought a nice camera, and I'm investing in some lenses and stuff. I've now bought a drone as well, so I'm going to be doing some more aerial stuff. Can't do it today unfortunately because we've got 30-mile-an-hour winds. Good for the fishing, but not very good for a drone. It'll probably get blown away. But yeah, this video is going to be sort of my kind of first winter video on the channel really, and I'm sort of trying to compare the two baits that I use in my fishing for winter fishing and see which one's the most successful. So hopefully by the end of the day we can kind of see which bait that is going to be more successful in the winter for me, and then I can carry on doing that throughout the rest of the year. But yeah, I'm just enjoying a nice coffee. It's been a hectic couple of hours getting all sorted and set up, but we are here and we are fishing now, so anything can happen, guys. So yeah, going to be hopefully getting some nice footage of the fish for you. I'm going to put my GoPro on in a minute, so if I do get a fish, I can get the fight, and I'm not messing around with the main cameras trying to film it, because I think that's why I lost that fish. You know, I was too busy trying to film and not concentrating on the fight. So yeah, that's where we're up to, and there are going to be, like I say, more videos on the channel in the future, so don't give up on me. I've had a lot of comments of people saying, oh, is that it now, you know, is the channel finished, are you just going to be doing the pure bait concept ones and everything? Well, no, I'm not going to be. I'm definitely going to be keeping the channel going as much as I can. It might not be as regular as it was over the last couple of years, but I'm certainly going to be doing my best to keep the content coming. So yeah, that's all I can say for now, guys, and I'm going to keep you posted throughout the day. Obviously any fish I'll show you, and I'll keep talking a little bit about tactics now and again, just to sort of give you an insight into my thinking behind my winter fishing, and hopefully I can prove that it all works by showing you a fish. So I'm going to have the rest of my coffee and try and keep warm. It's a really breezy day today, and I did get hot, like I said, when I was setting up, but I've cooled off now because I've been sitting around a bit more, so jumper's back on, and yeah, we're going to see what the day brings. Right guys, we're into a fish. It's just gone 11 o'clock. Feels like a half decent fish, this one. It's pulling well, and again that's on the amino ester, so that's 2 takes now on the amino ester. And it's quite a surprise, because when I fished this lake before, the fish meal has been the best bait really, but for some reason today they're quite liking the milk protein and nut based bait. But yeah, same rod that I lost one on earlier, it's gone off again. And I'm buzzing because it was a proper screamer as well, and I think I got the take on camera for you guys, so I'm well happy about that. It's really fighting well, this one. It's taken quite a bit of line, so I'm just going to take my time on this one, because I lost that fish earlier. I don't really want to lose this one. So yeah, I'm just bringing it in slowly, and if it's pulling, I'm just letting a little bit of tension off that clutch so it can just take a bit of line. Hopefully you can see that on the GoPro there. Hopefully you can see that I'm just adjusting the clutch as I'm bringing the fish in, just slowly winding when it's coming towards me, just pulling the rod just very gently. I don't want to pull the hook out of its mouth. It's pulling now, so I'll let a bit of line off. See that? Let it take a bit of line, and then when it stops pulling I'll tighten up and try and get a bit of line back. Oh, it's off again. pretty angry fish, this one. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it's a common, because for some reason the commons seem to be a bit more mental in this lake, but we will see. He's still quite far out, not really giving me much opportunity to get him in, but there is no rush. Got to enjoy it, haven't you? This is unreal, to be honest. It's fighting harder than a lot of fish that I've caught from this lake, so it could be a good one. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm just gonna try and play it safe. Come on, fish. Just get the net ready there, just in case he comes up in a minute. So it is getting closer now. Just plodding around in front of me. Doesn't really want to give up this fish. He goes again on a crazy run. Right, it's getting to that point where he's on the top. He's just coming in. Yes, getting that net. That's a nice fish, actually. Happy days. Buzzing with that. Come on. Right, and here we are, guys. I've just weighed it and I'm over the moon to say that it's £20 and 4 ounces, so a nice December 20 pounder, early Christmas present. You know, not the biggest fish in the world, but a winter 20 is not to be sniffed at, is it? So I'll just quickly pick it up for you. There we go. Nice December 20 pounder, caught on the amino ester, just on that noodle rig with a little PVA bag. Simple tactics, paying off. It's only about 10 minutes after that last fish, and hopefully you can see down here we've got another one in the net. I hadn't actually managed to get my cameras rolling or put the GoPro on for this one because I was still sorting myself out from that last fish. Got the rod back out nice, just making some lunch, and off it went again. And yeah, you can see down there there's another fish. It's another common, maybe slightly smaller than the last one, but let's get it out and have a look, and I'll let you know how much it weighs. Right, here we go. I told you it was a little bit smaller than the last one. It's actually 4 ounces smaller. The last one was £20.4, this one's £20 dead on. So 2 20-pounders in the space of about 20 minutes. I'm absolutely blown away. I did say, I think earlier, that if you get your location right, often there'll be a group of fish there. And I think that's what's happened. You know, I've dropped onto a little group of fish. I've just put the rod in the same spot and it's gone again within 15-20 minutes. Same rod, same bait, the amino ester. So that bait seems to be doing well. And here it is. Yeah, just pretty much exactly £20, maybe £20.1 or £20.5 an ounce, just over it was. But yeah, another nice December £20 common, caught on the amino ester. Just shows, you know, if you get your tactics right and your location right, you can have a few fish in winter. And yeah, I'm over the moon with that if I don't catch another fish today. But it's been a good day, you know, a couple of 20s, and yeah, I'm happy. Right guys, this rod has only just gone out again. After a bit of messing around, I had to recast both rods because that fish that I just released actually swam through the line of my other rod. But anyway, both rods went back out and it's only been out there 5 minutes again. I think this is a smaller fish, another common. But yeah, straight in the net, that one. He says. There we go. That's another fish on the amino ester. Right guys, only a small one this time. Probably about 10 to 12 pounds or something. But yeah, there's no point getting him out and weighing him and messing around. He's only small, so I'll get him back. Hopefully that wind isn't too bad on the mic. It's pretty windy here today. That's probably why it's fishing well. That's better, but yeah, hopefully you can hear me all right. But I'll talk to you again in a minute in the bivvy when we haven't got the wind blowing. Right guys, so we're on 3 fish now, as you've seen, and that one that we lost. And all the fish have come on the left-hand rod, which is on the amino ester. So far today, for some reason, that milk protein and nut bait seems to be doing the business over the fish meal, which is a bit of a surprise because I think I might have said earlier, last time I was here, I had 6 fish on the fish meal bait, and last winter actually I was using fish meals on here as well and catching quite well. But yeah, for some reason today the fish seem to be preferring that other bait, so I might switch both rods onto that bait in a minute. But what I have done is I've recast the fish meal bait, the amino marine, recast it a bit closer to the other rod because maybe the fish are just huddled fairly tightly in that area and the bait's not the reason that I'm catching more, it might just be the location. Although the rods are fairly close together, they're a couple of rod lengths apart at about the same distance. There might just be a slight depression there where the fish are kind of huddled together, and that's why I'm catching from that spot. So the rods are a lot closer together now, and we're sticking with the 2 different baits at the moment, but I may switch. If I have another fish on the amino ester, I might as well put my other rod onto that as well. Then I can hopefully capitalise on the winning bait for the day. It's not to say that next time I come, fish meals wouldn't work. Maybe the fish are just tuned into that bait for some reason today. But both baits have got pink topper on, half a pop-up. and the same rig and the same sort of baiting situation with the PVA bag. So the only difference is the actual makeup of the bait and very slightly different locations. So we'll have to wait and see. Quite often on this lake it goes quiet around lunchtime, the middle of the day, and that's kind of what's happened now. You know, we had a flurry of bites, about 4 bites leading up to lunchtime, and then we've had nothing for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So might be a good chance for me to get everything sorted back out again. My swim's a bit of a mess, you know, my bivvy's all full of stuff, so I might just have a bit of a sort out, have some lunch, and hopefully there'll be time for a few more before it gets dark. It's probably going to get dark around about 4 o'clock, and I'm actually going to go to another lake before I go home to just bait up, because I've got another day session tomorrow on a different lake which is just around the corner, and that'll be in another video in a week or a couple of weeks time. So look out on the channel for that one, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. I'm not sure exactly what that video is going to be about. It's going to be, you know, a day session, a winter day session, but I'm going to try and have some tips and tactics in there for you as well. So look out for that video in the next couple of weeks as well, guys. So yeah, we're just waiting now. It's getting chilly again. I keep sort of putting my coat on, taking it off. It's one of them days where it's not that cold, but if you sat doing nothing, you start feeling the cold a little bit. So yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that we get a couple more before we go. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video so far. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, and if there's anything you want to ask me, you know, guys, any questions about fishing, or you know, my sort of video work that I've been doing and things like that, just leave a comment down below, and maybe you could give me some ideas for videos that you want to see in the future as well, because like I said, I am going to keep making videos on this channel, because you know, I want to keep it going for you guys. There's 11,000 of you subscribed now, which is absolutely crazy. We're coming up to 3 years of the channel being going, and I think that's pretty good, so I'm quite happy to keep making the videos whilst you guys are still watching them. So yeah, that's about all I can say for now. I'm just going to keep watching the water. If I start seeing them showing elsewhere, I can always move the rods, but for now we're sticking with what's working, and hopefully we've got a couple more to show you. Only small, you know, low double, but they all count, don't they? And that's fish number 4. That's fish number 4 now, all on the amino ester. So I think we're going to be switching that other rod over to that bait as well in a minute, but I've definitely found where the fish are. You know, they must be huddled in there, in that area. I'm getting the odd liner as well, and yeah, I've had 5 or 6 bites now, landed 4 of them, so all in all not a bad day session, and we've still got an hour or so left. So showing the winter tactics are working, you know, just enough for a bite in the right spot, simple rigs, and you know, baits that you're confident in, just sitting on your hands really and trying to keep warm. So yeah, happy days. I'll get this one back and get the rod back out. Well, the rod's already back out, but hopefully there'll be time for another one before we leave. Right guys, the light is rapidly fading and it's raining again. I'm thinking about packing up in a minute. So we've had them 4 fish, a couple of 20s and a couple of doubles on a day session in December. not too bad really, and the winning bait has been the amino ester. I did have a pickup on the amino marine, but sadly I lost that one. I didn't manage to sort of show you that, but I've actually had 6 takes today, landed 4 of them and lost a couple, which isn't like me, but you know, I've been trying to film it and stuff, and sometimes that sort of takes the concentration away from the fight. But I'm well happy to have landed a couple of 20s. It's been a brilliant day really, and the amino ester has won today, so it just shows you that switching to milk protein type baits can work in the winter. But don't forget about fish meals, because some waters do respond well to fish meals all year round. But I'm certainly going to be using the amino ester again next time I come here, because that's worked really well today. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. Also check out the Pure Bait Concepts YouTube channel, because I'm managing that as well now, and also the Swan Valley Lakes YouTube channel, which I've just started. If you want to go subscribe to that one, there's quite a lot of information. That lake was a syndicate, it's now going day ticket in April next year. There's going to be lots of information on the social media, Instagram and Facebook, so make sure you check them out and subscribe to their YouTube channel as well. I'll link them all down below this video so you can go check them out. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Keep watching on my channel for future videos. There's going to be another one in the next couple of weeks, as I said, from another day session that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, so it'll take me a little while to sort of edit that one together. Hopefully we'll have a fish or 2 on that session as well, but you never know. But yeah, I'm going to get packed up now. I've got to go to the other lake and just do a little bit of baiting up ready for tomorrow, so that hopefully I can have a few more fish and keep this roll of good luck continuing. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, guys. There's still time for another one, so keep watching till the end. We might have one more just before we go, but I'm going to start packing up now and get the cameras away, because it's getting wet and I don't want too much water getting in the camera, obviously. So yeah, nice one, guys. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to ask me, and thanks for subscribing and continuing to support my channel. It's really appreciated, and it just helps me keep going really and keep making the videos for you. So if you've enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.